Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher emperor, teaches us a fundamental lesson. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Welcome to the Surreal Stoic channel, the channel that blends Stoic philosophy with a touch of surrealism to create a unique and inspiring approach to life. Here we delve into the depths of wisdom from great Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, unraveling practical lessons for cultivating emotional self-control amidst the chaos of existence. Throughout this space, we will delve into 11 fundamental lessons that challenge us to find balance, serenity, and meaning in an often unpredictable world. Embrace with us the philosophy of acceptance, learning to discern between what is within our control and what is not. Discover the transformative power of daily gratitude, the courage to face challenges, and the art of letting go of excessive desires. Additionally, we will explore techniques to stay present in the moment, confront adversities with a touch of humor, and accept the impermanence of life. Be prepared to embrace daily self-discipline, developing habits that strengthen your emotional resilience. Surreal Stoic is not just a channel, it's an invitation to an inner journey, a surreal exploration of self-awareness, and a practical application of Stoic wisdom in our everyday lives. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of the mind, body, and spirit, navigating the surrealism of existence with the steadfastness of a modern Stoic. Let's embark on this journey together, discovering the extraordinary in the ordinary lessons of life. Lesson 1. Accept what cannot be changed. Focusing on what is within your control and accepting the rest with serenity aligns with the Stoic maxim that some things are beyond our power to change. Marcus Aurelius, in his Stoic wisdom, teaches us that true strength lies in accepting the inevitable circumstances of life. By acknowledging that not everything is under our control, we find a unique freedom, the freedom to accept, to let go, and to direct our efforts towards what truly matters. Accepting what cannot be changed is not passive resignation, but rather a conscious choice to redirect our energy to areas where we can make a difference. In a world filled with uncertainties, understanding that external forces often escape our control is a fundamental first step in maintaining inner peace. Marcus Aurelius invites us to look beyond the superficial appearances of situations and embrace reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. By doing so, we avoid futile conflict with the uncontrollable, freeing up mental space to focus on the development of our virtues and fundamental values. Therefore, by embracing this lesson, we cultivate patience, resilience, and serenity, strengthening our character in the face of adversities. Ultimately, in accepting what cannot be changed, we discover an inexhaustible source of personal power, shaping not only our response to challenges, but also the quality of our inner journey. Lesson 2. Practice indifference to the opinions of others. Do not allow the opinions of others to affect your inner peace. Recognize that you cannot control how others think or act, only how you respond to them. In Stoic philosophy, especially in the perspective of Marcus Aurelius, we find a valuable lesson about the importance of cultivating indifference to external opinions. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the true authority over our lives resides within ourselves, not in the words or judgments of others. By practicing indifference to the opinions of others, we are not dismissing wisdom or constructive advice, but rather developing the ability to discern between constructive criticism and mere speculation. Valuing our own integrity and self-awareness is the key to maintaining inner peace in the face of external judgments. The understanding that we cannot control how others see us lifts a significant burden. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to adhere to our principles, regardless of external expectations, as the true measure of success is intrinsically linked to our authenticity and integrity. Therefore, by practicing indifference to the opinions of others, we free ourselves from the burden of external approval, allowing our self-esteem to be grounded in internal principles. By maintaining this indifference, we discover an emotional freedom that empowers us to truly be ourselves, without being hostages to the expectations or criticisms of others. Lesson 3. Cultivate daily gratitude. Acknowledge the small good things in life and practice gratitude regularly. This helps maintain a positive perspective even in challenging times. In a society often caught up in the constant pursuit of the next goal or achievement, Marcus Aurelius invites us to cultivate a seemingly simple but profoundly transformative practice: daily gratitude. He acknowledges that by directing our attention to the small joys and everyday accomplishments, we find a constant source of contentment and balance. The practice of gratitude reminds us that even amidst difficulties, there is always something for which we can be grateful. By acknowledging and appreciating the blessings of life, we develop a more positive and resilient perspective in the face of challenges. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that gratitude is not just an occasional act, but a state of mind to be cultivated daily. By awakening to the blessings that often go unnoticed, we strengthen our ability to find joy in the present, regardless of external circumstances. Therefore, by adopting the practice of daily gratitude, we transform our mindset, raising our awareness to the simple gifts of life. This habit not only nurtures a positive attitude, but also helps us build a solid foundation of contentment, promoting emotional self-control as we navigate the complexities of existence. Lesson 4. Detach from excessive desires. Learn to distinguish between needs and excessive desires. By detaching from material needs, you free yourself from anxiety and the constant craving for more. Seneca, in his pursuit of inner tranquility, emphasizes the importance of detaching from excessive desires. He reminds us that the relentless pursuit of more, whether in terms of material wealth or external success, often leaves us in a cycle of constant dissatisfaction. By cultivating detachment from excessive desires, we are not abandoning legitimate ambitions or aspirations. Instead, we are learning to differentiate between what is necessary and what is superfluous. Seneca encourages us to find contentment in simplicity, recognizing that true wealth resides in wisdom and virtue. By letting go of the urge to accumulate material possessions or social status, we free up space in our lives to focus our energies on more meaningful aspects. Detaching from excessive desires not only alleviates the pressure of rampant consumerism, but also frees us from the emotional chains that often accompany the relentless pursuit of more. In this way, by adopting detachment, Seneca guides us to a state of balance where simple joys and authentic relationships become more valuable than the relentless pursuit of accumulation. Embracing this lesson, we discover that true fulfillment lies not in the quantity of possessions, but in the quality of experiences and relationships that enrich our lives. Lesson 5. Practice visualizing the worst-case scenario. When faced with a stressful situation, imagine the worst possible scenario. This helps put the situation into perspective and realize that most of the time, things are not as bad as they seem. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom challenges us to confront fear and anxiety through the practice of visualizing the worst-case scenario. By imagining the most extreme adversities we could face, we are not seeking to cultivate pessimism, but rather to develop mental resilience that allows us to face reality with courage. By practicing the visualization of the worst-case scenario, Marcus Aurelius teaches us to recognize that often our fears are disproportionate to reality. This technique is not meant to create a constant state of apprehension, but rather to prepare us to accept the challenges life may present, enabling us to act with calmness and wisdom in difficult situations. This practice not only frees us from the paralyzing fear of the unknown, but also allows us to develop a more resilient and adaptable mindset. By mentally confronting the worst-case scenarios, we realize that we are capable of handling challenges more effectively, thus promoting greater emotional control. By embracing this lesson, Marcus Aurelius invites us to transcend the anxiety of an uncertain future, strengthening our ability to live fully in the present. By visualizing the worst-case scenarios with clarity and courage, we discover that most of the time, we are stronger and more capable than we imagine. Lesson 6. Cultivate the virtue of courage. Face challenges with courage and determination, even when you feel fear. Remember that true valor is not in avoiding fear, but in acting despite it. Marcus Aurelius, like all Stoics, emphasizes the importance of cultivating the virtue of courage in our journey of self-improvement. He reminds us that true bravery does not lie solely in the absence of fear, but rather in the ability to face it and act with integrity despite adversity. Cultivating courage does not imply the absence of fear, but rather the willingness to confront our fears and challenges with resilience. Marcus Aurelius highlights that inner strength lies in the ability to act in accordance with our principles, even when faced with uncertainty and resistance. By adopting the virtue of courage, we learn to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. This courage is not only physical, but also emotional and moral. Marcus Aurelius invites us to look within ourselves, identify our deepest fears, and with bravery, overcome them to achieve a state of equanimity. This lesson teaches us that courage is not an isolated act, but a quality that permeates all areas of our lives. By facing difficulties with courage, we develop an internal strength that is unshaken by external circumstances. Thus, Marcus Aurelius guides us to walk the path of courage, transforming fear into opportunity and adversity into personal growth. Lesson 7. Develop the ability to delay gratification. Practice self-control by resisting the temptation of instant gratification. This strengthens your willpower and ability to resist harmful impulses. In his pursuit of true inner freedom, Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the importance of developing the ability to delay gratification. In a world often dominated by immediacy and the relentless pursuit of momentary pleasures, cultivating patience and delaying gratification becomes a vital tool for emotional self-control. Delaying gratification doesn't mean denying oneself joys or successes. It's about recognizing that some rewards are more meaningful when achieved through long-term effort and perseverance. Marcus Aurelius invites us to transcend instant desire and cultivate a mindset that values lasting rewards over ephemeral pleasures. This lesson teaches us that true value lies in the journey and the process of personal growth. By delaying gratification, we develop patience as a virtue, strengthening our character and resisting the temptation of immediate gratifications that often lead to future regrets. By cultivating this ability, Marcus Aurelius guides us beyond momentary satisfactions, allowing us to savor the deeper and more lasting achievements that result from continuous and focused effort. Thus, by delaying gratification, we not only exercise self-control, but also build a solid foundation for a fulfilling and meaningful life. Lesson 8. Stay present in the current moment. Avoid concerns about the past or the future, fully concentrating on the present moment. Mindfulness helps reduce anxiety and promotes inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, inspired by Stoic principles, emphasizes the importance of staying in the present moment as a path to inner peace. In a world filled with distractions and concerns about the past or the future, cultivating mindfulness is crucial for emotional self-control. Staying present in the current moment is not just a mindfulness practice, but a life philosophy that helps us appreciate the richness of the here and now. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that true wisdom is found in the direct experience of reality, not in constant rumination about past events or anxiety about the future. By embracing this lesson, we learn to direct our attention to the tasks and experiences of the present moment. This not only reduces anxiety and stress, but also enables us to respond with clarity and effectiveness to the challenges that arise in our daily lives. Staying present, Marcus Aurelius encourages us, allows us to fully enjoy moments of joy, face challenges with discernment, and find the serenity that resides in the now. By practicing mindful presence, we discover that emotional control is not found in the past or the future, but in the ability to live fully in the present moment. Lesson 9. Learn to find humor in adversity. Cultivate a sense of humor about life's difficulties. This not only relieves stress, but also promotes a lighter and more positive perspective. Marcus Aurelius, with his Stoic perspective, invites us to develop the unique ability to find humor in life's adversities. He recognizes that the ability to laugh in the face of difficulties not only lightens the emotional burden, but also fosters a lighter and more resilient perspective in the face of challenges. Finding humor in adversity doesn't mean ignoring the seriousness of situations, but approaching them with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that by not taking tribulations overly seriously, we can reduce the emotional intensity associated with them. By embracing this lesson, we learn not to get lost in everyday tragedies, but to find a touch of lightness even in the most challenging circumstances. Laughter, when applied with discernment, becomes a powerful tool to dispel stress, uplift the mood, and strengthen our emotional resilience. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that amid adversities, laughter not only connects us to our shared humanity, but also offers a valuable pause, allowing us to approach situations with a clearer and balanced mind. Therefore, by learning to find humor in adversity, we heed Marcus Aurelius's advice to face life with a serenity that transcends the difficulties of the moment. Lesson 10. Accept the impermanence of life. Recognize that everything in life is transient, including emotions. By accepting the ephemeral nature of emotional experiences, you become more resilient in the face of change. The Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius imparts a profound lesson on accepting the impermanence of life. He emphasizes that everything in existence is transient, and embracing this reality is fundamental for cultivating inner peace and emotional self-control. Accepting impermanence does not imply passive resignation, but understanding that all experiences, joys, and challenges are ephemeral. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that resistance to change and excessive attachments cause suffering, while accepting the fleeting nature of life liberates us to live more fully. By embracing this lesson, we learn to appreciate each moment without clinging to it excessively. Accepting impermanence empowers us to deal with losses and changes with greater serenity, as we understand that the only constant is change. Marcus Aurelius guides us beyond the fear of uncertainty, encouraging us to embrace impermanence as an inevitable but beautiful part of the human journey. By accepting the transience of life, we develop a wisdom that allows us to live more fully and face the vicissitudes of existence with a calmness that transcends temporal fluctuations. Lesson 11. Practice daily self-discipline. Establish routines and healthy habits that promote emotional self-control. This includes taking care of the body, mind, and spirit through exercises, meditation, and personal reflection. Marcus Aurelius, as a true Stoic, emphasizes the importance of daily self-discipline as an essential means to cultivate emotional self-control and achieve moral excellence. He recognizes that mastery over oneself is an ongoing process, requiring constant effort and gradual improvement. By practicing daily self-discipline, Marcus Aurelius guides us to establish routines and habits that strengthen our emotional resilience. This includes regular commitments to reflection, meditation, and self-examination, allowing us to scrutinize our thoughts and behaviors for personal growth. Self-discipline is not just about resisting immediate impulses, but also aligning our actions with our deepest values. Marcus Aurelius encourages us to act consistently with virtue even when facing temptations or significant challenges. By embracing this lesson, we learn to strengthen our willpower, resist harmful distractions, and stay focused on our higher goals. Daily self-discipline becomes a compass that guides us in the constant pursuit of moral and emotional excellence. Following this philosophy, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that true inner freedom is achieved through conscious discipline, empowering us to live according to our principles and face life's challenges with an inner strength that transcends external fluctuations. Therefore, by practicing daily self-discipline, we pave the way for a more meaningful and balanced life. As we explore the 11 Stoic lessons inspired by figures like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, we discover an inspiring guide for the journey of emotional self-control and the pursuit of true inner peace. These lessons, ranging from accepting the uncontrollable to the daily practice of self-discipline, provide a set of timeless principles to navigate the highs and lows of life in a balanced manner. By adopting Stoic philosophy, we are not just embarking on a philosophical journey, but incorporating a practical approach to living fully. Acceptance of impermanence, courage in the face of challenges, daily gratitude, and indifference to external opinions become not only concepts, but valuable tools to shape our daily experience. By practicing these lessons, we become architects of our own mental peace, building a solid foundation that allows us to face adversities with serenity and celebrate joys with gratitude. Marcus Aurelius and the Stoics, with their timeless wisdom, show us that true self-mastery lies not in the denial of emotions, but in their wise management. May these lessons be a compass for constructing a more meaningful life, where emotional self-control becomes the key to unlocking true inner freedom. May the consistent practice of these Stoic principles guide us on the journey of self-discovery, promoting not only emotional stability, but also the fulfillment of a rich and meaningful existence. I invite you to incorporate these Stoic lessons into your daily life. Commit to cultivating acceptance of the uncontrollable, finding humor in adversities, practicing daily self-discipline, and all the other lessons we've explored together. Leave in the comments which of these lessons resonated most with you and how you intend to apply it in your life. Subscribe to the channel for more inspiring and philosophical content, and share this video with those who are also seeking a path to emotional self-control and inner peace. Remember, the journey is continuous and every small step towards self-improvement matters. Let's together tread the Stoic path in pursuit of a fuller and more meaningful life. Thank you for watching, and commit today to live according to these powerful lessons. Until next time.